Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Ricky Tumbleton here, back with another video. In today's video, we got the World Series preview. Yes, guys, we got the World Series coming up tomorrow night, starting Friday, October 24th. We have the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Man, it is going to be a battle. It's going to be a great series. I mean, there's tons and tons of great ball players playing in this game, in this series. Honestly, it could literally go 50-50. This is one of the World Series compared to the past where I'm genuinely like, I don't know who is going to win this just because both teams looked great throughout the postseason. Without further ado, though, let's get into my picks. Well, this is a tough one, I'm not going to lie. This is a very, very tough one, as I do think both teams are deserved to win the World Series, as odd as that sounds. Both teams have been playing lights out. The Dodgers have been getting it done in the NL side of things, and the Blue Jays, Vlad Guerrero Jr., I mean, they have dominated the AL side, and they even beat a very, very tough Seattle Mariners team, who I thought actually was going to win the AL in 7 games, but actually they choked, and they had a chance to win just one game out of Game 6 and Game 7, but they could not get it done. George Springer, really, really clutch player, and yeah, the Dodgers, on the other hand, they handled the Brewers pretty easily. If I'm going to be honest, it looked really, really easy handling the Brewers. I mean, Shohei Ohtani is the greatest baseball player on the face of the earth right now. He might not even be from this planet. He might be an alien, because getting 10 Ks and hitting 3 home runs is just unreal. He's literally the modern-day Babe Ruth. I just can't explain it. Shohei Ohtani is just the best player in baseball. But yeah, looking at this series, we have a lot of decent pitching matchups. We have a lot of great bats in the series. Both lineups are pretty stacked. They have great depth. A lot of good managers. I mean, Dave Roberts has been here before. John Schneider, he's a great fiery manager the Blue Jays love playing for. I mean, this is Canada versus USA. This is awesome. I don't really remember being in a World Series this kind of evenly skilled, and between 2 different countries, actually, besides the Toronto Blue Jays winning the last time they won. But USA versus Canada, it's David versus Goliath kind of right now. Both of them could be David, both of them could be Goliath. I mean, this is crazy. It's definitely 2 heavyweights just going back and forth against each other. So, man, it's tough to make a decision because of how great both teams are. But if I'm being honest, if I'm being really, really honest, I love the Blue Jays. I really, really do. I honestly wish the Blue Jays would win, but I'm putting, again, my bias aside for who I want to win and who I think will win. I think the Dodgers might get this done in 6 games, Game 6. I just think Shohei Ohtani is so clutch. Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, they've all been here before, and they know how to win in October. What can I say? They know how to win the World Series. They know what needs to be done in order to win the series, in order to take the series. Nothing to take away from the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays they know what to do to get to this point. I mean, they're here, so they know how to succeed in the postseason, obviously, because they're here at the World Series. But do they know what it takes to get over that hump to win the World Series? Now, that's a question to ask yourself, because I don't know if they do. I really don't know if they do. I mean, they were down 3-2 against the Seattle Mariners. If George Springer doesn't hit that clutch home run, if the pitcher just makes one more solid pitch, do they actually even end up in the World Series in the first place? But historically, in the past few series that have led up to this point, where either an AL or the NL team that is 1-3-0, 4-0, then has swept the other team, they tend to lose in the World Series. As you can see right here, I think the first one might have been 2010 for the Giants, or 2012. You can see that they pulled it off. The Giants pulled it off in Game 7 of the NLCS and ended up winning the World Series, while their opponent ended up sweeping in the ALCS, and they ended up beating them. So there's tons and tons of other factors of like that led up to this point. I mean, there's two other ones that I can't name off the top of my head, but I will put them in the video right here. You guys can see that for yourself. The facts are there. Like the story's there. Toronto Blue Jays, if history repeats itself, it's showing that the Toronto Blue Jays actually are going to win the World Series. But will they? History has seen that Toronto Blue Jays are supposed to win the World Series because of like the Giants, like stuff like that. You guys will see it right here in the video, like I said. But if there was a team that could go back to back, it's the Los Angeles Dodgers, because they do have the best player in baseball, Shohei Ohtani. They've already paid for his contract this year. They've made over $700 million just this year, because maybe it takes $100 to even park a freaking car to watch a Dodgers game and $30 for a beer. So yeah, that could give you $700, just let alone merchandise sales too. He brings in a lot of merchandise sales. He brings a lot of butts in the seats. So I mean, but how can you hate Shohei Ohtani? Like, you just cannot hate the greatness that he's doing right now for the MLB. He's getting a lot of people into the MLB, especially from Japan. And I just can't hate on a guy like that. I want to, but I can't. He handled my Phillies pretty well in the lineup, but Phillies just strike out. They have a lot of strikeouts in the lineup, so it's not really saying that much. But coming back and beating one of the best, quote-unquote, best team in baseball, the Milwaukee Brewers this year in the regular season, and getting 10 Ks while hitting 3 homers off of them, that says a lot. And I do think, with that in mind, it's going to come down to the very, very end of this series. I don't think it's going to be a sweep. Don't think it's going to be 5 games. It may not even be 6, like I'm saying, but it might even come down to a Game 7. And I just can't see that the Dodgers losing this series. I can't see it. If I'm a betting man, then it's like betting against Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes. Like, you can't bet against the Dodgers. You cannot bet against them, because you will end up losing your money. So that is why I am saying that the Los Angeles Dodgers will win in 6 games and go back-to-back for the first time in this century. Yes, no other team in this century has gone back-to-back yet. But if there is a team, and there is a team with all odds stacked up against them and all the history stacked up against them that could prevail, it's the Los Angeles Dodgers, with the help of Dave Roberts managing, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Shohei Ohtani, and tons of bats in that middle of the lineup too, like Kike Hernandez. You obviously have Teoscar Hernandez. You have tough at-bats like Tommy Edman. Tommy Edman is a tough out, man. He's very, very underrated. His stats might not show it, but he's a very, very tough out, especially being a switch hitter. And yeah, I just see the Dodgers getting this in 6 games. Do I see the Blue Jays pulling out a couple games? Yeah, because they're a good team. They don't lose more than 2 to 3 games at a time. Yeah, I do see Vlad Guerrero Jr. going off on 1 or 2 of these games, but in the end, I think the Dodgers get a couple road games under their belt, get a couple road wins, and ultimately come back to LA and finish the job in 6 games. So that is my World Series preview. Sorry for the short video, but what can I say? This is just me kind of rambling about who I think is going to win. It could have been a short, but I wanted to make it a video. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Los Angeles Dodgers in 6. I do want the Blue Jays to win, though, if I'm being honest. I do want to see them win the World Series. But, again, like I said, being honest, bias aside, whoever I want to win decide, the Los Angeles Dodgers will win. But thank you very much for clicking on this video. If you guys want to see more videos, click on my channel. Leave a like, comment, and share. Down below, comment who do you think is going to win the World Series and who's going to be World Series MVP on top of that. I think Dodgers in 6, World Series MVP, Shohei Ohtani. So, that is my predictions. Subscribe while you're at it. Lets me know that you guys appreciate these kind of videos. Be on the lookout for many, many more to come. Peace out, guys. Have a good one.